Here's an interesting question. We understand the English national curriculum to be a collection of 13 or 14 subjects. The 14th just depends on whether you delineate drama separately from English. It's actually in the English national curriculum description, but drama is often taught separately. Now, so those 14 subject disciplines. So if you ask the question of what's missing, it's not about subject domains, it's about inherent abilities that are not enforced by subject knowledge domains, so the knowledge rich curriculum. And those are exemplified in what you see on the screen: emotional intelligence, practical life skills, financial literacy, critical thinking and problem solving, cultural competency, mental health education, and environmental education. Now, you can all argue, we can all argue that all of those elements are included in elements of the subject domains. Most of them would be. Some difficulty perhaps with emotional intelligence. That's a process rather than a knowledge domain. So why aren't they championed? Why don't they exist in many knowledge rich curriculum provisions? Because they're not talked about in the same way. We can argue any one of those elements of, and lots of people are talking about critical thinking and problem solving being an important aspect, and others would capture that as creativity. Practical life skills, lots of organizations have been working on those elements. Financial literacy, yes, they exist, and there are programs that you can buy. Mental health education, that's certainly being grown at the moment, and more people are aware of it as the concerns are raised about children's mental health as much as they are about teaching staff mental health. I don't see many schools, I have seen some, that have programs focused on cultural competency. They tend to be quite situational, what we're doing in our context, rather than a broader global perspective of cultural competency. And what I mean by that is, how would I respond in any circumstance? What would I need to be considering? What are the principles if I go into other environments? And where are the sensibilities that I need to be aware of going to be? And how do I respond to that? That's a skill that's going to be particularly important as we move forward in the global generation. So, of all of these elements, how are they being taught? How do we raise them in importance? And how do we address them with children? And how do we develop programs that are clearly building skills and understanding in these areas?